Wow.
Spoiler. That is a spoiler. No, start here.
Don't give him the book then.
He took it.
Then
I
take
know
it from him.
there's an episode where Finn's a girl. Okay. It's like...
You're grounded.
Like Jason? That's why he's not in this
Yeah,
one.
he's grounded too.
I never knew how powerful just saying that was. Like, you just say you're grounded and it's like, people listen.
I'm a mom. It's like my
You just have the
superpower.
authority. It's
I do.
quite impressive.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on the subject, grounded is a big focus on this one. This is Hitman. And it's another Ice King episode, which I'm sure made you very happy. You got this episode where... Okay, first of all, the opening of this is like... That's some of my favorite designs. It's in like... I don't know if it's Breakfast Land or whatever, but it's like Breakfast Princess and her sister, who I guess is also a Breakfast Princess. That's a good question.
Says breakfast princesses.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if there's two of them, do they have, like, distinct names, or is it just Breakfast Princess 1 and Breakfast Princess 2? That's a tongue twister, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they look nothing alike. One's like a piece of toast, and the other is just like a human. And just the design of both of them is great, and the layout, which is like this giant orange tree, like some are even being squeezed into this glass. Just, I friggin' loved it. It reminded me of like those old 80s breakfast commercials and stuff. I was just like, I want to be in this place. That's awesome. So I love the designs on that. I love how it was so quick too. It wasn't even like a big focus. So that made it even funnier. So Ice King comes. He's not even really doing anything that bad. He's just giving her honey. I mean, which really isn't that... Yeah, I was actually sort of like, Ice King didn't really do anything that wrong. It's like, are you trying to poison her? Are you trying to put some spell on her? I was like, no, I'm just giving her honey. It's like, that was it. So... Yeah, so Finn and Jake ground him, and he just listens. like I said, just talking about you hearing the word "you're grounded," it's like, oh, which I think it's one of those things like where until you become a parent, you're just sort of helpless to it. It's like until suddenly you have the authority, but until then, it's like somebody just says it, it's like, oh, it's like this habit that you just have to kind of listen. So he goes to his Ice Kingdom, whatever it's called.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
He's back.
I
thought
said
you were grounded.
And stay there.
To grounded mean go get groceries? That's how you ground him? Because it's actually a very effective
If you
way.
consider Mountain Dew groceries, you have a big problem, sir.
Well, it sounded like a couple Mountain Dews, to be fair. They're still on the
Probably
ground.
3.
That actually is a very cool way to ground someone. Just be like, dude, do some chores, get some stuff done. Jeesh. So he's like, oh, if only there was some way I could hit them. And so he looks for a hitman called the Scorcher, which might be one of my new favorite characters. I love this guy. He doesn't say a thing. You don't really see his face, but he's just awesome. And he's got his face all wrapped up. He can control fire. He's sort of like the ghost of Christmas Future. He doesn't talk, and he's just very creepy, and he can turn to smoke and disappear, and he thinks Ice King wants to do exactly what it sounds like, be a hitman and kill them. So he constantly tries to kill him, and Ice King keeps stopping him. No, I just want you to hit him like in the shoulder, but that's not enough for the guy. Like, the contract has to be honored. It's like very samurai-ish, just the honor of it, and he signed something, he made a promise. Even if the person doesn't want the promise or wants to break it, he has to follow through. And
that's his job. Think about it.
Yeah,
that's his reputation on the line.
Yeah, it's sort of like, on the one hand, it makes no sense, but on the other hand, it's sort of like you have that respect idea. It's like he has to follow through, even if the person doesn't want it anymore, which is like the whole purpose of doing it in the first place. But you still kind of get it. It's like, I don't know why we get it. We just sort of do. It's not even like tee hee ha ha, he's so stupid. It's like, no, like you really get this sense of following all the way with something. Yeah. And the Ice King tricks him into thinking he killed them. Now here's the big question, though, is that he freezes them and says, oh no, their pulse is not going, they're dead, and everything. And the guy, he unfreezes one of the arms and actually checks the pulse and agrees, and he leaves. But it's like, so did the Ice King really kill them? I mean, it's like, the show keeps going, but it's like, in the next episode, do they really have to bring them back to life somehow or something? Or is it just like, that's part of being frozen? I don't know.
Well, you can actually have your heart stopped for, I don't know, I think...
Yeah, like a short
maybe
amount
like
of time.
A very short amount, maybe less than a minute before brain damage sets in. So if you kind of think of like cryogenics and stuff, and maybe it's like his crude way of like freezing them.
I guess maybe Scorcher just doesn't know about ice science or whatever. And then what's the name of the other Hitman? The Hitman for the Hitman, which I really like. That's
the little
funny
alien guy with the butt.
Yeah, and he just comes in, just starts shooting everything. It looks like an Atari hero, and then like he gets his ass handed to him and runs away, and it's just.
Well, no, it's this giant robot. It's this
and there's
gigantic,
just a little alien
like,
inside.
Pew, 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 and then and he runs and
so
he looks back and you see his little butt, and Ice King peeks over and they kind of meet their eyes and they're like,
yeah, a lot of butts in this one. They must have heard your song, your love of the song. It's like we gotta put more butts in this so they can be punched. And I like him constantly saying, look over there, and just him not turning it. Finally, just they actually does turn at some point, which again with. You kind of know it's coming, but I think with this character, because he has such a presence, and is such a threatening presence, it's so funny that he would eventually fall for it. So, no, I thought it was great. I really like this character, and I like the fact that they established Ice King really would not kill them. Like, he would probably threaten them with that, but he wouldn't actually follow through. And that he'd even admit, I screwed up, he wants to kill you, but, we gotta stop this. We gotta, like, there is sort of this, like, he finds them annoying and interference, but he wouldn't still stoop to the level of actually killing them. So there is still sort of like this nice connection with them in a sense. So yeah, I really liked it.
This solidifies for me right now what I've always thought about Ice King, which isn't that he's not really a villain, even though he's kind of portrayed as one, and he kind of is, Ice King. But I feel like even from the beginning, I always felt like he's not so much a villain as this poor sad sack who just has like no social skills whatsoever. He just does the wrong thing, not because he's a horrible person, but just because he just doesn't know any better. And like this whole thing just everything for me. It's like, yeah, this is what I've been thinking about the whole time. Yeah, he's pissed at Finn and Jake, and but he didn't want them dead. He doesn't want them dead. He just wanted to hit them.
You wait.
Who said you could come back?
Oh, I'm gonna punch you, your buns.
So maybe that's something that comes back in. Maybe he does want him dead at some point. So that'd be interesting. The plot would thicken. Yeah, no, I like this character. I like, even for a second, just that one hitman of a hitman. Which, again, is just a great concept. It's just funny. I never thought of that, just like a hitman of a hitman. It just sounds like... I like the fact that their internet is also, like, in 8 bits. I just think that's really funny. Like, everything in this world is 8 bits and very retro and stuff. And just the idea of their internet being that way, too, and I thought was very funny. And, yeah, trying to think if there's anything else. I really like. Well, what's that?
What did you think of Meat Man?
Okay, so yeah, explain that to me.
How horrible is
Are
that?
they eating a person called Meat Man and he's made of meat?
Where did you get the meat from, Meat Man? Hey, do you think it hurts Meat Man to give us meat? Like, that's probably one of the most horrific things.
And then he's like, we should stop eating Meat Man. But here's the thing. It could be, we should stop eting meat, comma, man.
No, I'm pretty sure they said they don't
Probably, but they can still get away with that if they wanted.
But isn't that horrific? And the fact that they just kind of say it as an afterthought, like, you really have to listen to really kind of understand and just, like, let it soak in. Oh my God, you got your meat from Meat Man? And you don't even know if it hurts him or not to give you meat. Oh my God.
It's a very cannibalistic... but why would he give it if it hurt him? I mean, that's...
Well, I don't know, but he's Meat Man, so clearly that's his purpose in life. Is
maybe it's like getting a haircut. Maybe they're eating his hair. Maybe his hair is like salami, like slices of salami.
That would actually be cool. I would like that.
This vlog is unacceptable. Tweaks Dungeon.
again. You're all the worst. The worst.
So what do you guys say about this episode?
Unacceptable!